So this morning I was in my dentist's office. Regular appointment, right? Nothing special. And he asked me the question that everybody asks. So, what do you do? And instead of explaining it, I pulled out my phone and dropped this website into a tool we built. And while he was still poking around in my mouth, I'm not exaggerating, it built him a fully working AI employee for his practice with his business, his services, all his information. And so he played with it for about a minute and then he stopped and looked at me and said, I have to have this. This is so crazy. Like, there's no pitch, no proposals, no follow up emails. And that's the whole thing I want to show you on this channel. When the machine is real, you don't do selling, you show them and they close themselves. And if you're running an agency right now, wearing every single hat, phone going off all day, sending another, just bumping this email that you hate yourself for, this channel is for you. I'm not going to teach you how to sell harder or hand you another course. I'm going to show you the real machine from real AI employees running inside real businesses and how operators like you install them and hand them over. Now, why should you listen to me? Well, 10 years in marketing and automation, and the last five building AI agents. I started back when there was nothing to copy, no tutorials, no references, nothing. Today, the platform I built runs real conversations for over 1,000 businesses. And you'll see the actual dashboards on this channel, not stock footage, real stuff. And now, why am I starting this channel now? Well, because 10 years in, I finally feel I have something genuinely worth handing over, optimized, tested, and actually running. But it did not start anywhere near that clean. Let me show you, or let me tell you, the three moments that actually built this, including the two times that I nearly broke me. 5-ish years ago, I was doing agency work all day from home. Ads, landing pages, automations, any niche that walked through the door. And until like 2 to 3 in the morning, almost every night, I was building the AI thing. There was nothing to copy, no frameworks, no tutorials, no reference builds, just go high level, make, and duct tape, and a little bit of stubbornness. And I tore the whole thing down 3 times, like weeks of works deleted. He was like my little baby that I had to tear it down because it didn't work correctly. And it had to work nearly perfect or it was not usable for real business. And honestly, I quit more than once because my brain would just shut off from testing the same conversation 500 times. It was crazy. But what pulled me back every time was one thought. Like, people have gone to the moon. There's no way a bot that answers questions and books appointments, it's harder than rocket science. Although at that time it felt like it. And you just have to ask better questions. The one night I'm sitting there watching a conversation screen, messages going back and forth, nobody touching it, and it booked an appointment by itself. I called my friend at a crazy hour and he was speechless. And so here's the lesson: every stumble in an AI system is fixable. Most people try an agent once, watch it trip on a question, and conclude that's just how AI is. Well, it isn't. People who win aren't smarter, they just don't stop at the first trip. Isn't like I'm on an iteration 100 something on my own systems today. That's the job, that's the moat. And fast forward, the agent works, the agency grows, right? And I build myself a beautiful prison, 12 to 15 clients completely alone. Every hat, ads, landing pages, automations, sales calls, revisions, support, 12 to 14-hour days. The phone never stopped. And every client was a different niche, like dog groomers, loan companies, e-commerce, you name it. I was context switching across 3 to 4 completely different businesses every single day until my brain just shut off. And here's the part nobody says out loud: I was making the most money ever I ever made, right? And I was the most miserable I ever been. And I was resenting the work and resenting the clients. I just didn't want to talk to people anymore. Did not feel good at all. And I rode the ads roller coasters for years. Like I turned on ads back on. I landed clients, turned them off because I can't service more people, deliver everything myself, turned it back on, pause my own growth to service my own clients, right? And if you're there right now, it's not because you don't know enough. Buying another course won't fix it. You don't have a knowledge gap, you have a machine gap. And the lesson that took me years was that you cannot scale from scratch. I tried templates and they broke too, because templates isn't principles, isn't a principle. What finally worked was building principles that are general enough to reproduce fast, but specific enough to stay world class. Then make the machine run them every time without getting tired, without getting lazy. That one idea is underneath everything I'd ever show you into this channel. And the one mental model that got me out was this one called second order thinking. And it's about stop asking, does this work this month? And ask, what does it look like in a year, in 5 years? Is this sustainable? Is this recession proof? Your gut usually tells you the truth. So listen to it. And the third moment was when a contractor of mine that we worked with for years had human setters doing all their follow up and sales over SMS. And we replaced their whole setting function with AI systems. And the booking went up 22% over the humans. Not because the humans were bad or they were bad people, because the humans get distracted. Humans can't run hundreds of conversations in parallel. And humans get lazy. They know the script, but still don't run it every single time. The machine runs it every time, right? In every conversation, 24/7. It doesn't need motivation. It doesn't take ghosting personally, right? And so the owner just couldn't stop talking about it. And the moment I knew this thing was the real thing and it was like alive, was when I watched it handle objections better than any setter we've had. And honestly, better than me. And the members we work with prove it, transfers. One of them sent a voice demo to a yoga business. They loved it on the first try, and they closed all three of their locations. Another landed a client of $11 in ad spend. The demo sells itself when the demo is real. So here's what I believe. I believe trapped operators who want their freedom back should be handed a finished machine, not another course. Homework is what broke you. You were taught to build a thing, and building the thing is what buried you. Hand over bits homework. That's the hill this channel stands on. So here's the deal, plainly. Yes, I sell things. Yeah, there's a product where we hand operators the finished machine, and I'll never hide this. But this channel is where I publish the knowledge itself, the systems, the findings, what breaks, what works, free every month, from someone who runs the machine every single day. 10 years of scars included at no charge. All right. So if you run an agency or you're one bad month from walking away from it, join us, because every month I'll show you what's possible and how to do it the right way. So stay tuned and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.